Now start over news across Nigeria as Lagos State government says it spent over 2 billion naira on workers' insurance premiums for its over 73,000 employees for this year. The State's Commissioner for Finance, RabiuOlowo, who disclosed this during a news conference on the Lagos Insurance Week, says the employees are on the database from the ministries and all covered under the life insurance scheme. Mr. Lowe also assures that the state government is ready to bear the risk if they could be insured, adding that the gesture is in line with the present administration's commitment to ensuring adequate care for its workforce while serving and after retirement.
During COVID, Lagos State was the epicenter for COVID. During the civil unrest, Lagos State was the epicenter for the EndSARS. We have seen government properties, assets, and in some cases, injuries to our staff and associates. So we have been a real, maybe for lack of better word, we have enjoyed the real essence and value proposition of insurance. And the best we can do is to further our commitment to ensuring that our insurance activities is even much more strengthened.
And away from the insurance sector now, the president of the Auto Spare Parts and Machinery Dealers Association of Nigeria has promised to conduct a credible, free and transparent election to put to rest the protracted leadership crisis affecting the association. Now, according to the president, the decision is in line with the directive of the Lagos State government to bring an end to the infighting amongst members of the association. Blessed Omonese has the details.
Since 2018, the Auto Spare Parts and Machinery Dealers Association of Nigeria, ASPAMDA, has been faced with leadership crisis, which has brought about division, tension and acrimony in the market as a result of the self-perpetuation plan of the caretaker committee to continue in office after the tenure of the last substantive leadership ended. However, peace, unity and ethnic coexistence is set to return to ASPAMDA as the interim leadership of the association, led by Sir IGBOANUZUE, has agreed to conduct a new election in accordance to the directive of the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, over the lingering leadership crisis bedeviling the market. Addressing members of the association at a general meeting held at the Plaza, the president of ASPAMDA says the modalities and timetable of the election will soon be made public, assuring both the traders and their customers of a free, fair and credible election amongst others.
Since we are law-abiding citizens, we don't want what is happening in Balogu to happen in ASPAMDA. We want us to come and do the business and go to our respective homes. That's why we decided to follow the directives of the state governor, so that doing our business is the primary objective of coming to ASPAMDA.
What you need in this market is peace and love, unity. Each time we talk of election, it will not be like an ASPAMDA. But when election come and gone, things will move normal, no more war.
Other executive members of the association who are in support of the governor's mandate call for peaceful coexistence amongst members.
ASPAMDA is a blessed institution. This place is a place ordained by God, a place of milk and honey. If you come here with the empty hand, you go out with a full of bucket and full of basket. Why are we hurting ourselves unnecessarily because of election of 4 years?
We came in to conduct election. But the BOT, in fact, ASPAMDA in general, only few individuals that doesn't want the masses' opinion to prevail because they believe they have 1 or 2 contacts to pave their ways.
With this timely intervention by the Lagos State government, members are hopeful that this will put an end to the protracted leadership crisis in ASPAMDA and install an atmosphere of peace and harmony needed to maximize the business potential of the largest motor spare parts complex in Africa. Blessed UNUSE. TVC News, Lagos.
And now in the maritime sector, barge operations have been identified as a critical alternative in cargo evacuation from the seaports. Now, participants noted this at a conference in Lagos where it was established that the barging industry has the capacity to evacuate more than 1 million containers from the seaports annually. TVC News correspondent Ifunanya Eze reports.
The adoption of barges as an evacuation model came about as a means to reduce congestion at the ports. Since its introduction, cargo movement from the port has become easier. Participants at this conference, convened by Barge Operators Association of Nigeria, recognized that moving cargoes by barges provide an important alternative to the current problems of cargo transportation by road and rail.
There is no running away from it. If we want to keep our roads motorable and in good shape, then we need to get the wrong tonnages off the road. And we can only achieve that by barge operation and by rail lines. Goods can move from Lagos, from Port Harcourt, from Onne to Onitsha to Lokoja. And that will take quite a lot off our road.
Where are the lighter terminals today? They are a sorry situation. I just wonder how you got money to buy barges, tugs. And I'm not talking of only that. Even the system today, I wonder whether it recognized that cargo could be taken direct from the ships overside.
The leadership of barging operators believes that developing the industry is of utmost importance to driving an efficient cargo evacuation process from the seaports.
A barge can move between 24 containers to over 100 containers in one single movement. You know, that's the advantage that the barge has over rail and over road transportation. But the cost of doing the business today is quite high. Funding for the sector is almost non-existent. The banks are only just beginning to understand the dynamics of the industry. We're expecting that more will come from them. We're engaging with the ministry, we're engaging with the government for the CVFF fund to support the indigenous operators so that they can be able to upgrade their equipment and be able to operate to global best practice.
Safety and security of the navigational pathways were also underscored as critical to driving an effective cargo movement on water. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
And I'll bring you highlights of trading on the floor of the Nigerian exchange on Tuesday. The bulls have returned to the market in the second day's trading for the week following many days of losses as a result of pessimism that marked the previous day's session. ADEBAYO reports.
After starting the week with losses, with the bears dominating trading activities, the bulls have returned to the market. The index climbed upward at 0.07%, the condition which helped blue-chip firms recover losses incurred since the previous week. Morrison led the pack of gainers at the trading session, chalking up gains up to 10%. Regalines followed closely, closing the day's trading with 9.52% gains. Triple G, GPLC and Jais Bank rounded up the top 5 league of gainers. The negative territory was led by FT and Cocoa, recording losses of almost 10%. A total of 196 million units of shares exchanged hands in 3,881 deals at a value of 1.45 billion naira. ADEBAYO, TVC News, Lagos.